Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Seymour here. I just wanted to share with you a new strategy with division called partial quotients. Now, if you remember, partial products meant we're finding parts of the answer and then we have to join them together. So partial quotients is the same idea. We're going to find parts of a division problem answer and then we're going to take all those parts and put them back together to find the actual quotient. Here's the problem we're going to be looking at to start today. There are 4 water bottle carts throughout the Zillion Zoo. The delivery truck just delivered 852 bottles of water. So I want you to think for a minute. There's no question there, but what information do we know? What do we have? We have 4 water bottle carts, and we have 852 water bottles. Okay, wondering what might they do with all those water bottles? Here's the question. If each cart gets the same number of waters, how many bottles will each cart get? So we're going to think about what equation can help us solve this problem. We know what is it that we have. We have 852 water bottles. And we know that there are 4 carts. So we have to share them equally with 4 carts. When we're sharing something or making equal groups, we're going to divide. And how many water bottle carts were there? 4. What we need to know is how many bottles on each cart. So the number of bottles on each cart. That's our big question. We don't know yet. So let's talk about this. In this problem, we know we're dividing. What do we know about a division equation? We start with our dividend. It's what we have. And we share it, in this case, with 4 carts. 1 cart, 2 carts, 3 carts, 4 carts. We're going to keep sharing those water bottles until we figure out how many bottles did we give each of the 4 carts. That's our quotient. So we have our dividend, 852, divided by our divisor equals our quotient. We're going to work on this strategy today called partial quotients. Everyone say partial quotients. I know that wasn't everybody, but I'm going to write it down anyways. So if you remember what I said at the beginning, we're working on partial quotients, which is part of our answers. And we have to join those answers together. When we write division and we work on the partial quotient strategy, we have to write our division equation a different way. We have to use our division bracket. And what's it look like? Let me show you. 852 divided by, look at that big bracket that I've made. It goes long on the side, divided by 4. We're going to make 4 carts. So we have to take these water bottles and we have to start sharing them with the 4 carts. So as we divide, we want to think first of some quick facts to help us out. So we're going to have some think abouts. Some think abouts are some quick facts that we think will help us get close to 852. The first thing I like to do is to think, well, what's 4 times 10? That's 40. Let's go 4 times 100. What's that equal? 400. Let's see, looking at some other things, I could try 4 times 20. What's that equal? Box my 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Unpack that 0, it equals 80. These are some facts that might help us out. I could try 4 times 200. That's going to equal 4 times 2 is 8. Unpack those 2 zeros, it's equal to 800. So these are some facts that might help me get started in thinking, how many water bottles are going on those 4 carts? So I'm going to start over here and I'm going to think 4 carts of, well, what could I try to get me close to 850? Oh, you might say 4 times 100 is equal to 400. So I'm going to write 4 times 100. And what does that equal? 400. I'm taking that amount that I've given to the carts and I'm going to write it underneath my dividend. We had 852 bottles, and we're taking away 400 of them because we gave each of those 4 carts 100 bottles. How many are left? Let's find out. I'm left with 452 bottles. Now I want to share some more. I'm always going to take my divisor. I have to share into 4 groups. So I'm going to think, 4 groups of what will get me close to 452? I think I could do this again. 4 times 100, that's going to equal 400. I'm writing the total amount that I've now given out to those water carts again. That was 400. I gave each of them another 100 carts. I wrote it underneath the dividend of what was left over so I would know how much that I took away and put into those carts already. 452 minus 400 is left with 52. Now I have to think. 52 water bottles, and what am I doing with those 52 water bottles? I'm sharing them with the 4 carts. So 4 times what is going to get me close to 52? Let me go to my think abouts. 4 times 10 gives me 40. Let me do 4 times 10. I'm going to write 40 in my dividend and take it away because I've shared 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here. So that leaves me with 12. Again, I have to share those 12 water bottles with my 4 water carts. So I'm thinking 4 groups of what equals 12? Let me start counting by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, I went too far. 12. How many 4s is that? 3. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And I'm going to take those away because I already gave them to the water carts. And I'm left with no water bottles left. None are left. Just shared them all. The question still remains, how many bottles of water did each cart get? So when we talk about partial quotients, we're going to go and look at what did we do? How many groups did we make? First, we made 4 groups of 100. Then we made 4 groups of 100. We made 4 groups of 10 and 4 groups of 3. So we have to take all of those groupings that we made and join them, combine them to find the quotient. So we can see that we have 100, 200, 210, 213 is our quotient. Good luck, boys and girls. I can't wait to see you on Friday and to find out how well you did with the partial quotient strategy. See you later.